Okay, it's recording. Now you effed up the Medina Spirit part, but we're going to air this. So, babe, this is the first time that you've been on camera since you hit Medina Spirit in the Kentucky Derby.
I know. And I was with my girlfriends at a happy hour, and they thought I just picked it by the name. But
Right.
then I explained to them how I looked at my sheet with my earlies and my lates and my averages of the numbers, and I picked that horse, and I knew it was going to win.
Mm-hmm.
Not by the name, although I did like the name.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm the winner. It was a really big moment for me because I felt like I knew what I was talking about.
Right, you do know what you're talking about.
And winning that was a really big moment in my life.
Great.
Because I was the winner, and I'm sorry, but you did not win that
I did
day.
I did bad. You did great. You paid for some of the trip.
Yeah.
So, you understand how fantasy football works.
Yep.
Okay. You're familiar with the concept?
You pick players that you think, you make this like fantasy team, and there's brackets and people bet, and there's lots of betting, and if you lose the bet you have to have like a weird tattoo or whatever.
I mean,
or like, you know, there's always betting involved.
Right. There's not exactly how it goes. There are no brackets or anything. Okay. So the concept behind fantasy football is that you have to pick the best team that you can. And you can't just pick all the best players because the best players cost a lot of money. Otherwise, everybody would just pick the best quarterback, the two best running backs, the two best wide receivers, and that wouldn't make for much competition, right?
Boring.
Right. So what happens is you get a salary cap, let's say $50,000 or whatever, and you have to field a team with those $50,000.
From any team you want.
Yes,
But
correct.
they have to be in the NFL.
Yes, unless you're doing, for instance, college fantasy football.
Okay.
That exists.
But you can't mix like a college with an NFL to make a fantasy team.
No. Yeah, no, you definitely cannot do that. So, Stable Duel. We remember Stable. We went to Tampa Bay Downs.
Yes.
And we hung out there for the day.
We have a coaster.
We have a coaster for them and some koozies and shirts and all kinds of cool stuff.
Yes.
What Stable Duel has done is taken fantasy football and brought it to horse racing. And it's a really cool concept for contest play. Okay? You know how I do a contest a lot.
Oh, I know.
And there are different formats for contests. There's the mythical $2 win in place, which confuses you because you think I'm winning money, but it's really not. It's pretend money, but you can win the contest. Then you have live money contests where you bet real money, and whoever turns their money into the biggest pile of money wins the contest. What Stable Duel has done is put a twist on horse racing contests. And it's really cool. And I think fans of LoneSpeed should check out Stable Duel, download the app.
Me too.
Saturday is going to be the first ever LoneSpeed.com sponsored Stable Duel contest. Did you even know that was happening?
I didn't know that. What time on Saturday? We have a dance recital on Saturday.
We do, so we're going to miss some, but it's the Santa Anita card.
Oh.
So Stable Duel is probably going to have more than one Santa Anita contest or game, as they put it.
Okay.
We're going to be sponsoring one of them. I'm not really sure which one yet, but it's going to be a Santa Anita only contest, okay? It's 11 races.
Okay.
You can only pick 10 horses with your bankroll. So sometimes in these Stable Duel contests, there are more horses for you to pick than there are races. You can sometimes pick 2 or more horses per race if you want.
I like that.
11
you
races.
have to pick in every race.
No, you don't have to.
Okay.
You can spread it out any way you want. You can pick any 10 horses on the entire Santa Anita card. But the way you get points is based on how your horses perform in those races. So for instance, and people can go online, download the Stable Duel app, read all the rules. I'm not going to bore people with them here.
Don't do that.
But if your horse wins, you get like 60 points. If it finishes second, you get fewer points. And then it depends on what the margin of victory is or the margin of defeat, et cetera, et cetera. Read the rules. It's really cool. It's a great format. If you like fantasy sports, I think you would love Stable Duel.
If you like fantasy sports and horses, this is perfect for you.
I don't even know if you need to like horses. You just need to understand like a little bit about handicapping.
Which I do.
You know a little bit, yeah. You could be dangerous in something like this.
I'm in.
So what I'm doing here today, what we're doing on this abbreviated version of the LoneSpeed show is we're promoting the Saturday LoneSpeed.com Stable Duel contest, or game as it's called. Game, contest, whatever.
So we're going to promote it?
Yeah.
What are we going to do? We're going to come on the screen with some coasters and a shirt and just chat?
No, Bree does that. Bree handles all the marketing and the hype. So you can't see us anymore because I've changed the screen. But that's okay. We're still being recorded.
Okay. I thought you cut me off for a second.
No, I didn't. People can still see your Medina Spirit shirt.
It's happening.
And your beautiful smile. So here's what I want to do. There are 2 races on the Saturday Santa Anita card that I think offer interesting opportunities for people to get horses with a chance to run really big at a very low price.
Okay.
That's key to picking a winning Stable Duel stable, is because you can't buy the best horses because they cost too much. You go broke. You wouldn't be able to field 10 horses.
No.
So you've got to go deep sometimes and pick some horses in that 12 to 15 to 1 morning line range that you think can really outrun their odds and get you some valuable points. And it's even better if it happens in races where maybe the favorites may be a little bit vulnerable.
Okay. That's where you come in to help.
That's what I'm trying to help. That's what I'm trying to do. Let's start with race number 2 at Santa Anita on, do you believe this just happened?
I can't believe it. I gotta
lie. No, God.
And
I was just looking at it 2 seconds ago.
I can't read any of that. So.
You don't need to. You're not going to need to. What I'm going to do is I'm going to tell you what my opinions are, but I'm really talking to the audience.
I'm just here.
You're just here
because...
because...
Do you want me to leave? Because I don't mind.
No.
Okay.
Brent couldn't be here, and...
I know, I'm just the sub.
You are the sub, but you're the as they say in European football...
I'm plan B.
Or soccer, the super sub. Race number 2 at Santa Anita. Number 1, Candy Raid.
I love that name.
12 to 1 on the morning line. Keith DeSormo. In here, there are 2 horses trained by this guy. Can you read that name from where you are?
Bob Baffert. Which, by the way, when I picked him, I know who Bob Baffert was because I knew he's a tall guy and he had unfortunate when he fell. Remember that?
Yes, when he
I knew who that was only
at the
because
Kentucky
of that.
Derby winner's circle. Yes,
but I had no idea who that was when I picked Medina Spirit.
Right.
So, whatever, I don't know.
Okay.
Just saying. A little side note.
A fantastically irrelevant point. Bob Baffert has 2 horses in here that are both going to be the favorites, maybe the co-favorites. They're going to be very expensive horses in Stable Duel. They're both first-time starters. My horse, number 1, Candy Raid, is a first-time starter.
I love that name, though.
Okay, that's fantastic. Here's my logic on Candy Raid. Her dam, also known as her mother, whose name is Lady Samurai, has produced 2 horses that have raced. 2 of her offspring have actually raced.
And one?
Before Candy... Well, they didn't win in their first lifetime starts, but one of them won in its first lifetime start. The other one... Do I have that backwards?
Navajo?
I got a little bit backwards. They both won their second lifetime start. They both, I believe, won... They both ran big in their first start sprinting. So Navajo ran second in start number 1 sprinting, and then won start number 2. And then Last Samurai didn't run so good routing in start number 1, but then won. So bottom line, good win early pedigree. That's my logic. And you're getting a morning line of 15 to 1 on Candy Raid, which means very inexpensive for a Stable Duel edition.
It's great advice from you.
I don't know if it's good advice. It may not work out at all. Let's go with our second pick.
Okay.
Race number 5. Also number 1. Can you read number 1? I don't have my glasses on. Bender. Yes.
We've all been there.
Richard Mandela, Jessica Pfeiffer. This is first time dirt. This was an expensive auction, purchased very well, bred, a Claiborne Farm homebred, or was she sold at auction? No, she was not. She's obviously not a homebred. I just said she sold at auction. How could she be a homebred? Really dumb point.
So dumb.
Nevertheless, this is her.
I hate when you're dumb.
I hate when I'm dumb too. This is the horse's first time on turf. Okay? That's a big thing.
Because it's gone on grass before?
Dirt before. Remember, turf and grass are the same thing.
Oh, okay. But it's been on the other one.
It's been on dirt in the 2 previous starts. Okay? There are some others in here that can win for sure, but at the low price of 15 to 1 on the morning line, you've got a chance here to get a horse that's maybe going to run a sneaky good race at low cost. And that's how you move up the leaderboard in these Stable Duel contests. Finding those horses that are inexpensive that can run big in races. Maybe not win. Maybe get second.
Move you up a little.
Exactly.
Solid advice by Justin.
It's very hard to pick 10 winners in a Stable Duel contest. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, totally.
So
Totes.
What you got to do is download the Stable Duel app. Sign up for the LoneSpeed.com Saturday Santa Anita contest or game. As it were. Also, don't forget to go to LoneSpeed.com and watch the Lone Speed show every week. We don't really do it every week.
And usually I'm not there, but
You've done
it's
it
a great show.
People have told me, Frank Mustari said I should fire myself and just let you do the show.
But I don't know what I'm talking about.
You picked Medina Spirit.
I sure did.
On air.
Did
you not?
Did.
You absolutely did.
Yeah.
How we do, babe? You do good?
I think
You can see yourself again, so now you're happy.
It's
all right.
that vein.
All right.
Bye.
Stable Duel, LoneSpeed. Bye.